Now I want to get to our text, and as we do, friends, we're coming to this section where he's reviewing the journeys. That is the important thing to note here. And in the first 4 chapters, he's reviewing the journeys. Now, we'll hit high points in this section. Will you notice? Moses will be explaining and expounding the law as he goes along also, and especially when we get to chapter 5. Now, let me read. Beginning Deuteronomy 1:1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan, in the wilderness, in the plain, over against the Red Sea, between Paran and Tophel and Laban, and Hazeroth and Dizahab. Now, these are places that are across the Jordan River, that place where Moses apparently looked over the land. I stood there on the mountain myself. I have pictures I made there. You actually could see the city of Jerusalem from there, and you can see what to me was not a promised land at all, but a total waste, and it reveals what has happened actually to that land down through the centuries. When Moses looked at it, I think he was seeing a green and good land. Today it is a desert. You think you're looking at a part of California and even Arizona, and I trust my friends over there will forgive me for saying that, but California looks pretty bad on the east side. We look good on the west side along the coast, but we sure don't look good along the eastern border. Now will you notice, verse 2, there are 11 days' journey from Horeb by the way of Mount Seir unto Kadesh Barnea. 11 days' journey. It took them, will you hear me now very carefully, it actually took them 38 years to cover a territory that should have taken them 11 days to cover. Why? Because of unbelief. And their marching was turned to wandering, and they became just strangers and pilgrims actually in that desert. This is the awful thing. And why was it? Well, they were slow to learn. We also are slow to learn, friends. I think that is something that characterizes us today, that we are not very quick at learning. We have low spiritual IQs. And actually, you have to burn the school down to get some of us out of it. Now, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. But if you follow their route, you'll find they went any direction but a straight line. Now, will you notice here, verse 3, it came to pass in the 40th year, in the 11th month, on the first day of the month, that Moses spoke unto the children of Israel, according to all that the Lord had given him in commandment unto them. Now, when we get to the 31st chapter, we'll find out Moses wrote all this down. These were orations that he gave, and all of this was given first orally, but then written down. And, of course, that is a very interesting thing that the critic found fault with, but he doesn't anymore, of course, because writing was in existence long before Moses.